Connect Paranormal. The Bell Witch of Tennessee is a legend that has been passed down through the generations in the southern United States. The story goes that in the early 1800s, a family living in the small town of Adams, Tennessee was terrorized by a supernatural entity known as the Bell Witch. The entity was said to be capable of a variety of bizarre and inexplicable phenomena, including making strange noises, moving objects, and even causing physical harm to the family members. The legend of the Bell Witch has been documented in books, movies, television shows, video games and even artwork over the years, making it one of the most well-known cases of hauntings in the United States. According to the legend, the haunting began in 1817 when John Bell, the head of the household, encountered a strange, animal-like creature while hunting on his property. The creature reportedly disappeared into the woods, but Bell soon began to experience strange occurrences in his home. Objects would move on their own, doors would open and close, and strange noises could be heard throughout the house. As the haunting intensified, the Bell family began to experience more and more bizarre phenomena. The entity, which was said to be able to communicate through rapping and knocking, began to speak to the family and taunt them with insults and threats. It was also said to have the ability to mimic the voices of other people, and it would often imitate the voices of family members or friends in order to confuse and frighten them. As the legend goes, the Bell Witch eventually began to physically attack the family members, causing bruises and scratches on their bodies. The entity was also said to have caused illness and death in some cases. Despite the family's efforts to rid themselves of the supernatural presence, the Bell Witch continued to haunt them for several years. The Bell Witch's actions were so widely reported that even future President Andrew Jackson, at the time a general, felt the need to visit and see what he could make of things. The legend of the Bell Witch has been passed down through the generations and has become an important part of the folklore of Tennessee. There are many different versions of the story, and some people believe that the Bell Witch was a real entity while others think it was simply a legend. Regardless of whether or not the story is true, the legend of the Bell Witch continues to fascinate and scare people to this day. There have been several attempts to explain the legend of the Bell Witch scientifically. Some people believe that the strange occurrences were caused by mass hysteria or hallucinations brought on by the family's psychological issues. Others have suggested that the phenomena may have been caused by a rare natural occurrence or a hoax perpetrated by one of the family members. Despite these theories, many people remain convinced that the legend of the Bell Witch is a true story and that the entity was a genuine supernatural presence. Some people even claim to have had encounters with the Bell Witch themselves, further adding to the mystery and intrigue surrounding this legendary figure. Historical accounts of the Bell Witch have been documented in books such as Richard Williams Bell's An Authenticated History of the Famous Bell Witch from 1894 and M.V. Ingram's An Authenticated History of the Bell Witch of Tennessee in 1897. These books provide readers with a detailed account of the paranormal activity experienced by the family, as well as a wealth of anecdotal evidence from other witnesses. In Stephen King's book Bag of Bones from 1998, for example, one character is said to have heard the voice of an old hag coming from a nearby cave, a clear reference to the Bell Witch legend. Popular media accounts of the Bell Witch have included movies such as The Blair Witch Project in 1999 and TV shows like Supernatural. Video games based on the legend have also been released, such as Bell Witch, a haunting adventure game in 2006. Artwork depicting the Bell Witch has also been displayed in galleries and museums, further cementing its place in popular culture. The Bell Witch Cave, located on the original farmstead of John Bell in Adams, Tennessee, has become a popular tourist destination and source of speculation. Visitors can explore the cave, which is said to be haunted by the same spirit that plagued the Bell family in 1817. It is a karst cave and is about 150 meters long. Many believe that when the witch left her family, she fled to this cave for sanctuary. In one particular legend about the cave, young Betsy Bell and some of her friends went to explore the cave. While they were there, one of the boys climbed into a hole and got stuck. A voice yelled, "I'll get him out!" The boy felt hands grabbing his feet and he was pulled from the hole. The imaginary creature, still unseen, then taught the young explorer about the perils and dangers of relentless spelunking. The legend of the Bell Witch continues to be referenced in popular culture and many people still seek out this story online, in books, and in person in Tennessee. In conclusion, the legend of the Bell Witch of Tennessee is a fascinating and terrifying tale that has been passed down through the generations. Whether or not the story is true, it remains an important part of the folklore of Tennessee and continues to captivate and scare people to this day.